Hello, everyone. Good evening, and a warm welcome to the Khalsa grounds, where we are all set in readiness for this contest between the Midlife Avengers and the Midlife Warriors. Mid-age Warriors. Midlife Avengers versus the Mid-age Warriors. The Avengers will be batting first, and it is the Warriors who will be on the field. Here we go with the first ball. Cautiously defended. Played it straight back to the bowler. No run on this occasion. Getting the feel of the conditions, you can say. Left arm around the wicket, I believe. No, right arm over. Drifts down the leg side, and that's a wide. One thing is that it's good carry. Good bit of bounce there. A big appeal, swing and a miss, but the umpire says not out. Good looking shot, but again, no run on this occasion. Plays down the ground. That will be a run taken. First runs off the bat for the Midlife Avengers. The batsman not really happy with the side screen. And the umpire makes the signal for the same. Ram with the ball. Pankaj and Rohan with the bat. Again, plays it down the ground. No run so far. Pankaj yet to get off the mark. End of the first over, 2 for none, and it is Aditya with the ball, bowling to Rohan. Good pickings that, fine, plays it nicely towards that leg side, and that will be the first boundary for the Avengers. String down the leg side, and his very first delivery was Aditya, and Rohan simply places that ball behind that fine leg fielder who was inside the circle for 4 runs. Good pick-up shot. That will ease the nerves a bit. That will give him much more confidence, and that will make him feel a little more fluent out there in the middle Getting that boundary on the first ball of the over always is a foundation for the batsman to just get himself in order, get himself calmed and composed. And he'll definitely look to build on from here. Slower delivery, big appeal. Not out, says the umpire. And that is gone to the boundary for leg byes and 4. Beats Rohan for pace absolutely with that delivery. Lovely change up. Stranded well early into the shot. And I think the height was the factor there that saved the batsman on that occasion. The ball did run away for the boundary, so that's another 4, albeit leg byes. Very unlucky this one from Aditya because he executed that slow ball to absolute perfection as he runs in again. And this time he gets him. Another change-up delivery, another change in pace. And this time Rohan is beaten and the stumps are disturbed. Look at that. Once again, Rohan getting into the shot far too early. This time the ball keeps just a touch low, well away from Rohan's hitting range. And Rohan has to depart. There's a little bit of dip as well. So the Avengers lose their first wicket. It's 10 for 1. And out comes Devesh at number 3. And after that first delivery, Aditya has pulled back things rather superbly in his side's favour. 2 back-to-back change-ups, not giving any sort of pace for the batsman to work with. And he gets a wicket, which is a deserved reward for bowling to a plan, for bowling to a set field as well. What will the new batsman do here? And what will Aditya do here, more importantly? Will it be more of the same? Will it be another change-up delivery, another slower one? Or will there be pace on offer in this particular delivery? We'll have to wait and see as Devesh takes his guard. Here comes Aditya. Again a slower delivery and again beats the batsman for pace. Albeit called a wide on this occasion. But once again you can see what Aditya is trying to do here. He's trying to keep as little pace on the delivery. I think he's gauged the fact that the pitch is on the slower side. And the change of pace, the slower ones are the way to go. As he runs in again. This time a little bit of pace on offer and Devesh will get off the mark with a single. Good example of a tap and run to the mid-off region. Lets it go. Not a wide this time. It's been a good over this so far from Aditya. 4 runs and a wicket, 2 more balls to go. Plays it well. No run. Six runs off the 5 deliveries. Can Aditya finish the over strongly? End of 2 overs. The Avengers are 12 for 1. As Ram comes in, back into the attack. Oh, again, the ball keeping low. So this would be a pretty difficult pitch to bat on. If anything, if the first 13 deliveries are an indication of things to come. The ball is keeping low, the batsman finding it difficult to get the bat on ball, and the bowlers bowling nice and slow. There again, plays it off the back foot. No power on the shot whatsoever due to the lack of pace. So run scoring already looking difficult. Lets that one go. So no run again. Once again, this has been a very good start from Ram. 3 deliveries, no run. Plays it off the back foot this time. They will get a single though, but again, no boundary. So just 1 run of the first 4 deliveries. It's been a pretty slow start for the Avengers. Good ball, full Yorker length, perfect execution too. Just 1 run off it. And Ram has once again bowled another excellent over on the back of his first. Last ball of this over. Ends it with a dot ball. Excellent over. There's just 1 run coming from it. 3 overs gone. It's 13 for 1. Plays it off the back foot, gets a single. But again, boundaries are dried up. It's just 1 boundary in 19 deliveries for the Avengers. They'll have to find a way to score the boundaries and score them quickly and in abundance. Swings it straight down the ground. However, there is long off. So once again, only 1. This is probably not the start that the Avengers would have had in mind when they were walking into bat, because they are going at a snail's pace in terms of the run rate that has been there. Just 1 boundary. Plays it on the back foot, but again, no run. So we're halfway through the 4th over. And again, just 1 run conceded of these 3 balls as Aditya continues. And there you can see Aditya's reaction, giving it all. That was very, very close to the stumps. Actually, very, very close to the outside edge. And once again, Aditya understanding that the slower ones are the ones that are doing their job at the moment. So he's continuously taking pace off his deliveries. Once again, another swing and a miss. So 1 more delivery to go. And again, it's just 1 run of this over too. So the Avengers have already come under pressure. They've already found themselves with an under par run rate. 1 wicket down. Last ball of the 4th over. He swings it hard and dropped. That should have been the 2nd wicket. It is a dot ball to finish the over. but that could have so easily been a wicket. He hit it straight to him. And that should have been taken. 9 downs out of 10. It is taken. Unfortunately, this is the one time that the ball is dropped. 4 overs gone. The Avengers seemingly going nowhere with 15 for 1. Ram to continue to bowl his third over in the power play and third over on the bounce. Plays it fine. And that will be cut or no. Depending on what the umpire's call will be. Two runs. So good fielding there by the fielder at fine leg. Keeps it down to just a 2, saves 2 runs. Big appeal, but not out, says the umpire. And as we speak, mid-off had come up for this delivery. So the intention very clear. The bowling side enticing the batsman to play over the bowler's head, over mid-off and mid-on. That's in the air. That's gone nowhere. And it falls in no man's land too. And that has been cut out once again. 2 more runs. So good running between the wickets. Oh, he's thumped that. That will definitely make the batting side feel better. That was so sweetly struck off the middle of the bat. Look at that. Perfectly executed slog sweep. Gets down on one knee. Times it to perfection. And that ball sails away for 6. So a boundary comes in after 22 deliveries. Big appeal! Big appeal! Not out, says the umpire again. The impact probably marginally outside the line. Very close call. But eventually you'll have to wonder that the umpire made the right call here. It was a close call. It's the impact that saves Pankaj. Again, try to hit it hard. They will be looking for 2. Will settle for 1. Oh, they're coming back for 2. Very good running between the wickets. Productive over this. 12 runs coming off it. 27 for 1 after 5. So Aditya to bowl his third over too. Aditya will also bowl his third over off the power play. He's picked that. That's in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Falls short. They will get one more. One more run. Appeal, but that's definitely high. It's a dot ball. So both Aditya and Ram have had excellent spells with the ball. Ram has already bowled his three, and Aditya is in process of bowling his third over. It's once again thick outside edge. That will run to the boundary for four. Unfortunate, the line and length was perfect from Aditya. It was just that Pankaj got an absolute wild swing. And when they say you swing hard. And that is exactly what Pankaj did. So that edge just flew towards that vacant deep third region for four. And that'll be another boundary added to the total for the Avengers. As Pankaj moves to 17 with that boundary. Here is Aditya to Pankaj once again. Plays it off the front foot, but straight to that fielder. So one more ball, I believe. No, two more balls left in the conclusion of this power play. And it is safe to say that the mid-age Warriors have the upper hand with this one. In the block hole. Good looking shot. And goodness me, that's gone right between the fielder's legs for four. That is not what the fielding side would have wanted to see. There it is. He was in position to cover it rather comfortably, but it went right through him. And a look of dismay from the bowler. .36 for one. One more delivery to go. That's a wide. And they will take the extra run as well. So another delivery added and two more runs added as well. So back-to-back overs that have gone above 10 runs in this power play. Thereby setting a platform. Cuts and cuts well. Ends the power play with a boundary. That is another productive over. 15 runs coming off it. 6 overs gone. The Midlife Avengers are 42 for 1. Devesh cuts it and cuts it hard over that fielder. And it races away to the boundary. So a good couple of overs. The last two getting 27 runs after a first 4 over spell that was pretty unflattering. Well played towards the leg side as Hiren introduced into the attack. There's a single for Pankaj. That'll bring Devesh on strike. So this is the start of a good little partnership between the two. 33 added by the two of them. Tried to be a little too fine and cheeky with that cut shot at Devesh, but ends up going into the gloves of the keeper.
Hello. Mic check, check, check. Hello, mic check, mic check.
Plays it towards that deep cover region, and that will be another single. And we're back. The Avengers currently 53 for 1. 4 balls into the 8th over, and it is Siddharth who's into the attack, bowling his first over. Looping, that's in the air. No ball over the waist height, as signaled by the square leg umpire, but they will come for 1. So it'll be a free hit. Oh, is trying to go for the free big shot, but the free hit means that he would have been safe nonetheless. On a normal delivery, a legal delivery, that would have probably been plumb in front, but since it was a free hit, that is a moot point regardless. He's played that well. He's found the gap as well. Lovely shot behind the square on the leg side for 4. Pankaj continuing to get a move on from one end. There it is again, drifting slightly, ever so slightly to that leg side. And Pankaj takes absolutely full toll of it. Half volley, good pickings, and 4. So 8 overs gone. The Avengers slowly getting a move on, 59 for 1. The partnership now 49 between the two. Hiren comes back into the attack. Devesh was trying to go for the big wallop, but he will have to settle for just a single on this occasion. Good ball, very good ball. They'll take a quick single too. Much better fielded needed because the fielders weren't exactly alert to what was happening there, allowing them to sneak a single, and that is the 50 of the partnership between the two. 51 runs added by Devesh and Pankaj. That's in the air. Fielder coming underneath it and drops the catch. Once again, that's a chance that should have been grabbed, and that's a misfield to make matters worse. So things not going to plan in the outfield for the Warriors. A drop catch and then a misfield in quick succession in the same delivery. That'll definitely not help matters. There's a lifeline there for Devesh. Oh, he's thumped that. Talk about adding insult to injury, and that is exactly what that boundary has done. He could have been dismissed in the previous delivery, but here he is, dispatching that ball to the boundary. Not the best of deliveries. Gets into position quickly and dispatches it towards that deep point region for 4. Lovely shot from Devesh. Even he's getting a move on from the other end. Runs slowly beginning to flow now for the Avengers. The 67 for 1 in the 9th over. Again, same shot, same result. Poor fielding, very poor fielding indeed. This time Aditya the man lets it go from right under his legs. And that's back-to-back boundaries for Devesh. Same ball, same shot, and ironically the same result. They've moved into the 70s now, 71 for 1. Acha. Picks it towards the leg side. Will be a single to end the over, so another productive over this. 9 overs gone. It's 72 for 1. Oh, he's thumped that. He has absolutely smoked that for 6. Very first ball. And it is Siddharth who was the fielder who dropped him. What an ironic twist of events. Gets into position so quickly and connects it with brutal efficiency here, does Devesh. He's been scoring runs at a fair clip of late. There, once again. Back-to-back sixes for Devesh. He's making use of those long levers to devastating effect now. And that run rate has now suddenly beginning to accelerate for the Avengers. And Devesh seems to be enjoying himself. He's currently on 34 of 25. He is overtaken Pankaj. Plays it down the ground. That'll be just one though. But again, he's already set the foundations of a big over this. 13 runs of the first 3 deliveries, and he puts that pressure on Siddharth. Well, that could have easily been another second run sneaked, but both the batsmen were content with the single on that occasion. And with Devesh already not looking at the ball, so that moment already passed by. Much better delivery this from Siddharth. Much better delivery into the stumps, cramping the batsman for doom. Not allowing him any sort of freedom to swing his arms or get in line of the pace of the ball. So red hot delivery in this over. Plays it down the ground. They will get a single. So well bowled. Good comeback in the next 2 deliveries after being taken to the cleaners in the first 3. Last ball of the 10th over. Devesh on strike. And he takes full toll for 6. 20 runs coming off that over. Brilliant batting from Devesh. Gets into position, plays it off the back foot, over that deep point region, and look at that. He is well and truly enjoying himself. 10 overs gone. The Avengers now comfortably placed at 92 for 1. And it's time for drinks. Plays it on the offside. Get a single on that occasion. This has been a good over so far. Just one run coming off it. That's well wide on the offside. No ball actually signaled by the umpire. So free hit coming up for Devesh, who's been looking to take the attack to the bowling. So Pradeep have to bowl the free hit now. Devesh all in readiness. Oh, he's thumped that. And that's gone for 4. And another no ball. This time over the waist height. So that'll be another free hit for Devesh. The constantly accelerating Devesh just thumps it. And it goes over the fielder because of that bounce. That is well over waist height, that delivery. Oh, he's picked that in the air. Fall short on the bounce. So they will get a single. He gets the leaning edge going towards that third man region, but falls just short on the bounce. Stump that towards the long on region for a single. One more run added to the total. The 100 comes up. It's 101 for 1 for the Avengers, and they're going along pretty nicely at the moment with the run rate well above 9. Leaning edge. Falls short. It's a single. Here he comes once again, Pradeep to Pankaj in the slot, but again not able to make the most out of that, so it'll be only another single. One more ball to go, and they've got another decent over here. 11 runs coming off it. Last ball of this over. 11 runs coming off it. Pradeep bowling to Devesh. It's a single, ends the over. 12 runs coming off it. 11 overs gone. The Avengers had 104 for 1. Plays it straight down the ground. He'll get a single though on this occasion towards that long on region. Arav introduced into the attack. Right arm over. Devesh currently on 49 and Pankaj on 35, who is on strike at the moment. Swings it, gets a little bit of bat, but there is the fine leg fielder. So no run. The dot ball. Arav will be fortunate because that was not the best of deliveries from him. Veering down towards that leg side. Pankaj unlucky that he wasn't able to find the gap behind fine leg for 4. He has to be content with the dot delivery. That's gone for 4. Pankaj gets into the act. Lovely shot. Beautiful flick of the wrist. There he goes. Pumps it towards that for a boundary. He moves on to 39. They're slowly and steadily making inroads here. Plays it straight down the ground towards long on. Adds the single. Let him move to the 40s now. Pankaj 40 of 32. And Devesh 49 of 33. Devesh on strike. Oh, he's thumped that. He has thumped the bones out of that. One bounce over the rope for 4. And there's a 50 for Devesh with that boundary. Lovely shot. Gets into position so quickly. The ball was in the slot asking to be hit, and the 50 means that Devesh will walk retired out. Excellent batting display. And that will go for 4. And it is Neil who walks out to bat in the middle. 117 for 1, the midlife Avengers. So Neil departs, and it is Satya who walks out to the middle. 117 for 2 now, into the 13th over. 117 for 2, Satya walking in at number 4. Pradeep gets that wicket. That will be called a wide, drifting down the leg side. Beautiful looking shot, and it will find its way to the fence. So Satya gets off the mark with that boundary. Good shot. Easy pickings. Lovely extension of the arms. Gets into position quickly and uses his arms and wrists to good effect. Plays it over that point region. A couple of bounces over the rope for 4. That will once again be called a wide, as it was well outside the tram line on the offside this time. So Pradeep will have to get a little bit of range in his bowling. That's a much better delivery. It's played it equally well for a single. So that is, oh goodness me. No, no, no. You cannot be misfielding these fielding chances. Goodness me, look at that. 4 bonus runs. Ends the over with a boundary. 13 overs gone. It's 127 for 2. So Araf comes back into the attack. 127 for 2. 7 overs gone. Oh, he's thumped that. And he finds the gap for 4. Welcomes him into the attack again with another boundary now. Lovely shot that from Pankaj. Low full toss. Finds the gap like with surgical precision. And that's a 4 of the first over. That will definitely put a little bit of pressure on Araf. Pankaj moves on to 45. of 34 deliveries. He will definitely look to play the role of the aggressor. He's played it towards the leg side this time. And that is gone for back-to-back boundaries. Pankaj moves to 49 with that boundary. So the Avengers are continuing this assault that they have planned, and they are executing it to perfection. Had enough legs to find the gap and the fence as well. So Pankaj, after all this while, playing second fiddle courtesy of that sensational batting from Devesh, he's now taken center stage. Plays it down the ground, a little bit of a misfield, but will be a dot ball nonetheless. Oh, thumped that down the ground, and that took. Oh no! That is another poor fielding effort, but it doesn't matter because that is a 50. A well-made 50 for Pankaj. And like that, even he will go back retired out after a well-made 50. The score is now 139 for 2. We are 2 balls away from the 14th over. And they are very, very close to that 10-run and over mark, which is a marked turnaround for the batting side, given that they found themselves just 15 runs in the first 4 overs. They have scored 124 in the next 10 at 12.4 runs and over. Brilliant batting this, setting this team up rather nicely for the remainder of the 6 overs and change. Fine, but there is a fielder there, so no run. Last ball of the 14th over, 139 for 2, the Midlife Avengers. Thumps it straight down the ground, but that will be gathered for a single. So 14 overs gone. It's 140 for 2. Lovely shot for 4. And another over starts off with a boundary, and it is Manish who gets into the act this time around. Brilliantly picked cut shot Finds the gap and the boundary rope as well. 4 runs. Tries to go for the big shot. Misses wildly. Plays it down the ground for a single. Pradeep has been a touch expensive. One for 29 into his third over. That's in the air. And taken. So Satya departs. It's a third wicket to fall. It's 145 for 3. A good catch taken there by the fielder in the deep at long on. Gets into position and comfortably grabs that. It's 145 for 3. Hundred and 46 for 4 after 15 overs. 2 wickets in quick succession for the midlife Avengers. They were going so well. And now Pradeep has struck twice in this over. And he gets 3 wickets for himself. 3 wickets for 30 in his 3 overs. Still 5 overs left to go. 146 on the board. How many runs can the Avengers get? How many runs can the Avengers get from here? Starts off with a wide in this over to Zarav. It's 147. 50 runs from here will take them to 198. 60 runs from here will take them to 208, and that is exactly what they'll be looking at. A dot ball. So good over this. Dot ball. 2 dot balls in a row after 2 wides. Oh, he has a dot ball again. So Arav pulling things back with this over. Much better over this if you ask me, or if the Warriors are concerned. This is the way that they will get back into the contest, by pulling things back or preferably getting another wicket or two. Much better. Oh, he's played that beautifully for 4. Knew exactly where the fielders were and placed it accordingly. That's a lovely shot. Great extension. Gets into position in rapid time and beautifully places that ball towards that mid-wicket boundary for 4. Just when it seemed like Arav was pulling things back, the Avengers strike with that boundary to make this an even Steven over. Very close to the stumps. Good comeback by Arav. Once again plays it towards the leg side, but this time there is a fielder there. So it'll be down to just a 1. So 16 overs gone. It's 153 for 4. So 155 for 4, a wide signal. So Ram comes back to bowl his final over. He's been very, very impressive. None for 17. Plays it off his back foot. Will get a 1. There's a big appeal from Ram, but not out, says the umpire. So again, the bowlers pulling things back rather nicely for the mid-age Warriors. It's another dot ball. So slowly and steadily, the pressure now being transferred back to the batting side after what was seeming to be a pretty good platform for a very good score. That's a wide. One other misfield. That should have not happened. They will sneak the leg. They will sneak the pie. But the keeper had to collect that one. Albeit it was only a run, but still. Last ball of the 17th over. The score is 158 for 4. Legal delivery, says the umpire. 17 overs done and dusted. The midlife Avengers are 158 for 4. That's beautifully hit. Oh, does not have enough legs to go to the boundary. But they will come back for 2. He assumed there was enough to go to the fence. But not exactly. That's fine. Does it have the legs to go to the boundary? No, it doesn't. They will come back for 2 more. So 2 more runs in that. So they've started off with 2 runs, 4 runs of the first 2 deliveries. They've crossed the 160s now. They're 162 for 4. Plays it down the ground once again. Long on will gather. They'll come back for 2 more. This is excellent running. Oh! Given. So 1 run added to the total and a wicket. 5 wickets gone. It is 163 for 5. Pareen, the man dismissed. Plays it well, and that'll find the fence. 4 runs. Lovely shot first up. Brilliant pickup shot. And that will go to the fence for 4. So they need to get more boundaries in the next 14 deliveries to get anywhere close to that 200 mark, which looked so attainable previously. Swings hard, but no connection whatsoever, so they will have to just be content with a single. So 2 more balls to go in this over. Actually, 1 more ball, I believe. Plays it straight as an arrow. That will go for 4. Brilliant shot. Waited for the ball to come on to him and thumps it over the bowler's head for 4. 1 more delivery left. 173 for 5. Inching closer and closer to that 200 run mark. Another boundary here will set things up rather nicely for the Avengers. It's dot ball to finish. 18 overs gone. It's 173 for 5. Araf to bowl his final over, none for 31 in his 3. Starts off with the dot ball, lovely execution, keeping it away from the hitting arc. Thumps that. Absolutely smokes that for a flat 6. As flat as it gets. So that will definitely add more runs. 179 the score. Again, straight down the ground, but this time it's taken. Arav gets his wicket, and that is the 6th wicket to fall as Siddh departs. Was trying to clear the long on region as well, but this was a well-judged catch. Running across and making sure that he was in control of the catch all the way around. So 179 for 6 now. Single. So they need boundaries. Singles won't do the job. It's 180 though. One more ball to go for the 19th and one more over after this. Going, is it? They managed to keep it in. So two more runs added. It's 182 for 6 after 19. One more over to go. 18 runs away from 200. 10 runs away from the 190, 195 range. What will the midlife Avengers look for at this stage? Plays it well in the gap. No, keeps it down to just a 1. That's a single in the first 2 deliveries. So that's a good start to the over. Pradeep, the pick of the bowlers in terms of wickets. 3 wickets. Wide signaled. Good looking shot. But again keeps it down to just a single. They were looking for 2 but thought against it. 185 for 6. 3 more deliveries to go. This is a good last over so far. Pradeep keeping it nice and tight, keeping it steady, keeping it consistent, keeping it simple, not trying too much. Straight down the ground. Again on the bounce. They will be looking for 2. They'll keep it down to just a 1 once again. Good game awareness by the fielder. Aware and alert to the situation that was unfolding in front of him. Keeps it down to just a 1. 186 for 6. 2 deliveries to go. This is the penultimate one. Plays it well and into the hands of the fielder. That is wicket number 7. Pradeep gets his 4th. And this has been one hell of a final over. Just 4 runs of it and a wicket now. 5 deliveries gone. It's 186 for 7. So Devesh walks back for the final ball. 53. He will face the last ball. Hits it straight and for 6. So Devesh finishes with a 6. They go to 192 eventually. So the target for the mid-age Warriors is 193. Devesh finishes with 59. A decent score, all things considered. We'll be back with the run chase soon, where the Warriors will need 193. We are back with the run chase. Aditya and Ganesh, the openers for the mid-age Warriors. And it is Pareen to kickstart proceedings with the ball. 193 needed for the Warriors to overcome. A good start with the bat is crucial to this run chase. The asking rate starts at 9.65 runs and over. Here we go. First ball of the run chase. Plays it nicely off the back foot, but no run as the fielder at point gathers. Aditya, swing and a miss. That was very, very close to the stumps too. There you go, marginally away from the off stump. Well gathered by Divesh behind the stumps, following it with an impressive batting display, who was 59 not out and was very crucial to his side, eventually reaching 192. Here is Pareen bowling too. Oh, that's a good shot. And they will open the mark. Gets off the mark with a single. And the run chase officially up and running in terms of runs scored. A little bit of a delay, the field being changed a bit. Oh, big appeal, big appeal, big appeal. The umpire says no. Much to the amusement of the fielding side. Very, very close indeed. The impact was probably the umpire's call, but goodness me, that was a close shave. Everyone in the 30-yard circle vociferously appealed, but the umpire says no. Big appeal this time again, but no, says the umpire again. This is excellent bowling from Pareen. Marginally, probably marginally drifting down the leg side. Marginally, not too much there, but very good bowling this from Pareen. In the air, falls safe, will get one. So this is a good start with the ball. Just 2 runs coming off it. End of the first over. The Warriors are 2 for none. Sidhu swings, no run, gets a single. Sidhu will be looking to continue the good work that Pareen put in the first over. He'll continue to put the pressure on to keep that pressure consistent. Almost carried, but no. Will be a single. Actually goes for 4, my bad. There. Just beats the fielder, finds enough legs to go towards the boundary for 4. So much needed boundary. First boundary of the run chase, and that should probably instill a little bit more confidence for Aditya. Good ball, follow up, Yorker length. They will get a single, but that's a good delivery. Well executed Yorker. Good shot that. For no run. Finds the boundary on the last ball of the over. So that's 2 boundaries in this over. I beg your pardon, there's 1 more delivery to go. Once again, plays it very nicely towards that leg side region. Good flick of the wrists. 4 more runs. Fine, but no run. They will get a 1. Pareen comes back into the attack. Plays it well towards the leg side. That will run away to the 4. Good shot that from Ganesh. Picks it early. Read the delivery and got into position nicely. Good swivel and good momentum. Lovely shot, 4 more runs. Wide signal by the umpire. So 18 for no loss. Halfway to the third over. Edged, bounced onto the fielder, no run. Hits the bottom of the bat. Was a little too wide if you ask me. He still tried to play it. Good ball that. Swing and a miss. Very, very close to the outside edge as well. You can see the reaction on Devesh's face. He knew that it was not far away. Wide signal by the umpire. Oh, and it's gone for 4 as well. So 5 more runs added. That's a wide again. Edged, and that was almost burst through the hands of the keeper. Ends it. Still one more ball to go. This is a pretty long over. Knocks him over. And that is the first wicket to fall. It's a run out, I believe. They was looking for that quick run. A little bit of a hesitation, and that's a brilliant throw from Devesh. The batsman nowhere in the frame, so that's the first wicket to fall. It's 24 for 1. Ends the over with a dot ball. 3 overs gone. It's 24 for 1. This is a good start. 3 dot balls in a row. And just as I say, that's actually 4 dot balls in a row. So this is good bowling from Sidhu. He's keeping the pressure on the batting side. This is exactly what the Avengers were going through in their first 4 overs itself. They were 15 after the first 4 overs. The Warriors have a 9-run head start. But they'll need to convert that into something substantial. They need to convert that into something big. Plays it towards the leg side on the bounce. Another dot ball. So that's 5 in a row now. This has been an excellent display of bowling from Sidhu. He's kept it simple, but he's varied his lines and lengths. He's not allowed the batsman to settle and play just one line and length every delivery. He's varied it nicely. And he's not allowed Ganesh to get anywhere, who's struggling for fluency really. 9 out of 17. And once again, ends it with a boundary though. That was a much needed boundary and that spoils the over. It's still a good over nonetheless, only 4 coming from it. But that was a much needed boundary for Ganesh, who goes into double figures. 4 overs gone. The mid-age Warriors are now 28 for 1. It's a brilliant start to the over from... That's a brilliant start to the over from Rohan. Bowls that perfect channel in that corridor of uncertainty and forces the batsman to play a shot at that. Is very, very fortunate that he did not get an edge. Oh, he's played that well in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, that should have been an absolute dolly. But the fielder at mid-on has contrived to drop an absolute sitter. That could have so easily been wicket number 2 for the Avengers. But instead, the strike is rotated and the drop. God knows how big that drop could be in the context of the game. Ram was the beneficiary. It's a big, hopeful appeal, but the appeal died down as immediately as it started. So, dot ball again. It's a good looking shot, but it'll be only a 1. One more ball to go for the 5th over. 31 for 1 the score. So there is a little bit of an injury issue. And we'll have a change of bowler who will be bowling the final ball of this over. Ends it with a dot ball. 5 overs gone. It's 31 for 1. Plays it down the ground. They're looking for a single, a little bit of hesitation, but they. Oh, he's gone! Is it? No, he isn't. Finds himself on making his ground, but that was a close call. The miscommunication between the two batsmen so clear for everyone to see. They'll have to get their communication back on track because the last thing that the batting team, the chasing team can afford at this stage is a run out. It's always the worst way of getting dismissed, and that sets your team back, especially when you're looking to gain some momentum and you're looking to consolidate your innings and put yourself in a position to get those runs on the board. Plays it in the air, falls safe, but it'll be only a single. Big up, he's gone him. That is the wicket that they were looking for. And that's the second wicket to fall for the Warriors. Let's have a look at that again. Bowls it full, fast, straight. No response from the batsman, and the stumps go for a toss. It's 33 for 2. Big appeal, but again not given. Let's have a look at the replay. Looked like a close call again. Good bowling that. They've managed to keep things well under control in this power play, have the Avengers. Oh, that's a good delivery. On another day, that could have ricocheted onto the stumps. But that's excellent bowling from Sidhu. One more ball for the power play to complete. And this has been a very good bowling display so far. But they'll need to continue in the same vein. Sidhu bowling to Hiren. Oh, that's another good ball to finish the over. It's an excellent power play for the Avengers with the ball. 6 overs gone. The Warriors struggling a bit at 33 for 2. A wide called on that occasion, so he'll have to bowl that one again. And gone. That is wicket number 3. And he's been cleaned up. The mid-age Warriors lurch into further trouble. It's 36 for 3. Lovely ball. Once again, foolish length. Was going for the big shot. Connected. Absolutely was nowhere near the ball. And gets his stumps uprooted. It's wicket number 3. 36 for 3. That goes to the fence for 4. A much needed boundary given the situation that the Warriors find themselves under. They're going to the 40s, but they're already 3 wickets down. It's a dot ball. Plays it down the ground, no run. Pankaj introduced into the attack. 152 runs needed in 12.5 overs. Another good delivery. Caught him right between the pads. Hopeful shout, but nothing doing. That's in the air, but falls just short. The field at long off gathers it on the bounce. Will be another single. Good looking shot, and that will get 4. Again, another much needed boundary for the Warriors. They have to find more boundaries on a much more consistent basis. Fullish delivery turned into a half volley length, and good pickup shot there towards the leg side. That's a good looking shot, and that's gone all the way for 6. So another boundary in this over, and 56 now the score. They brought up their 50 in the 9th over. This is a much needed over, a productive one for the Warriors. They'll need a couple of those in quick succession if they need to continue piling on those runs and making sure that they get the ascendancy. Oh, misfield. That's gone for 4 too. That's another 4. So hitting, turning on the heat a bit. Again, that's once again a good pickup shot, and played it accurately enough to beat the fielder there in the gap. That's another boundary. Plays it for a single, so that's a good over. 9 overs gone. It's 61 for 3. "16 runs coming off the over. Big over this, and a much needed big over for the Warriors. A couple of those will definitely put them right into the mix. It's played nicely. Get a single to start off the 10th over. So 3 balls in. That's a good start to the over for Pankaj. 2 runs in the form of singles coming on. Just to remind you all, the Avengers at the halfway point were 92 for 1. So the Warriors are well behind the 8 ball at the moment. They're currently 63 for 3 with 3 more balls to go. Make that 64 because that's a wide. That's a good ball. That's a dot ball. That's long, and that's gone for 6. Again, another much needed boundary this. They will need many more in the coming overs. Again, a little wide. He frees his arms quickly. And that goes for 6. Comfortably over extra deep point for 6. That's a wide. This over's continuing to go longer and longer. Gives them a little more ground that they're able to cover up in terms of the score. 72 now, the score. Another over above 10. He's played that well. And he's found the gap for 4. It's a brilliant shot. Again in the slot. And again he uses his bottom hand to great effect. And that is the end of the 10th over. We're at the halfway point. 10 overs gone. It's 76 for 3. We're back. 117 required in the final 10 overs. The asking rate now 11.7. Plays it down the ground. Long on will connect for a single. Let's that go. Wide signaled. Feel a hopeful shout, but nothing doing. Oh, he's knocked him over. Is it? And he's walking. That is wicket number 4. And once again, when it seemed like the Warriors were trying to revive proceedings, he's chopped onto his stumps. 4 wickets down now. It's 78 for 4. That's a good shot. That is a really good shot for 4. So they're still trying to salvage the situation here. And they have to quickly. Because things are slowly but surely beginning to get away a little. It's a good ball. They're looking for that quick single and they will get it. That's good running between the wickets. So they end the over with a single. 11 overs gone. It's 87 for 4. Straight down the ground. Oh, well fielded in the end. Doesn't allow it to go to the boundary. Again plays it this time towards long off. The result the same, only a single. They're looking for 2. They'll settle for only 1. Gets another single. In the air. Falls safe. Plays it down the ground again. That's another single. 12 overs gone. It's 94 for 4. Plays it down the ground. Yes. That is well fielded. That's, oh goodness me, he's parried that for 6. Goodness me. Could have been a catch, but it's just 6 runs. Hundred comes up as well with that 6. Good keeping by Devesh. It's a dot ball. Plays it down the ground. They're looking, will be settling only for 1. Oh, that's a good looking shot, and that's gone all the way for 6. He tried to give that a little too much flight, and that was a big risk from the bowler, which did not pay off. Let's play that down the ground. Will be only a single. Almost there. Close call. Gets another single. That's a brilliant shot. He didn't even bother. Thumped the absolute living daylights out of that. And again, this is turning out to be a good move over here. Look at that. Hits, turns, doesn't even bother looking. He knows that went for 6 straight up. There's an element of swagger around that shot. Good catch that. Very, very good catch. He was off balance, running backwards, but he keeps his eyes on the ball and keeps control of it as well. They lose half their side. It's 118 for 5. Very close there, very close. They're now putting a real grip on proceedings here, the bowling side. That's a big appeal and given this time. That's wicket number 6 for the Warriors. And it's going from bat to us now. Excellent glove work once again by Devesh, who's having an absolutely brilliant game on all fronts. Bat and now behind the stumps as well. Excellent work. 6 wickets gone. It's 118 for 6. Oh, that was close to the edge. And it'll have enough legs to carry to the fence for 4. That took Devesh by surprise. That's a good shot. That's gone all the way for 6. Straight over the bowler's head. There's some semblance of life still there for the Warriors. Can they continue in this vein for at least a couple of overs more? And gone. It's a case of 6 and out, as it's the 7th wicket to fall now for 128. And you can see that the Avengers are inching ever so closer to victory. Lovely ball, deceived him in flight. And the stumps once again disturbed. Lays it down the ground. Long off will gather. It's a single. Fifteen overs gone. It's 129 for 7. 64 needed in the final 5. Be another single. Backside, and that will go for 4. So good shot, a risk-free shot because there was no one there on the offside behind square. Gets into position quickly and uses his wrists to good effect to generate the power and the elevation over the infield for 4. Bad, no run. Trying to get a little bit of room, but he was unable to get the connection. Just trying to go again, but good length. Yorker delivered to perfection. Oh, he's thumped that. That's gone for 6. A gimme of a delivery. A absolute half tracker was asking to be hit. And he gets into position and dispatches it over mid-wicket for 6. "20 balls, 52 runs. Wide. 20 balls, 51 runs. Oh, he's picked that nicely. Gone for 6 again. So the Warriors still trying to be in this contest, and they could still sneak this one. 44 runs required in 19 deliveries. This is anybody's game at the moment. In the air, falls short. No run, dot ball to finish. 17 overs gone. It's 149 for 7. Three overs, 44 runs required, 14.66 the asking rate. Plays it well, but there is a fielder there, so it'll be just a one. They take another single, so it's good running between the wickets. Good shot, but again does not find the fence. Boundaries are of the essence here. 150 up comes up. It's 152 for 7. Wide called. Edges, it's fine. And there is a fielder there. Yes, that keeps it down to just a one. Wide again. Another wicket to fall. That's wicket number 8. 156 for 8, and still one more ball to go in this over.
भाई विदाउट शेडिंग पेंसिल का वो किया, शेडिंग पेंसिल इधर है, बिना शेडिंग पेंसिल का किया है सिर्फ इससे।
Big appeal here, but nothing doing. Oh, that's a good looking shot, but that'll be just a 1. 36 required in 11 deliveries. Again, another single. It's a big appeal and given. Wicket number 9. So that's 9 wickets gone. 155 for 9. And it's all but done now. So 9 wickets down, 35 runs needed in 8 deliveries. Can they finish this game in their favor? No run. And gone. It's all over. The Midlife Avengers win by 34 runs. And it was a well-deserved victory. They batted well and they bowled exceedingly well to finish things off. It's been a good game of cricket from both sides. But it is the Midlife Avengers who emerge victorious. I've been Delvin and it's been a pleasure to guide you through this game. We'll be back with more cricket. But till then, good night, stay safe and stay healthy.